I'm here in Scott Township at what they call the Civil War Rock, and there's a lot of dates on this here, a lot of names. We're going to have to get some rubbing paper. We're going to be coming back probably tomorrow, and we're going to try to rub some of these names here and see what we could see. But here's a date here, 1849, and down here, Washington, D.C. A lot of scribblings on here is 1876. And a lot of them going to need the rubbing paper. It's just too hard to read them. But it's all dates right here and names written all over. I'm going to take a walk around the front now. Here's some more names here. A lot of moss. Up top, it's clearly 1889. And names all over, but we have to do rubbings. The moss and the age of them, they really disintegrated. Here's a name right here. Looks like B, starts with a B. Hard to tell. With the rubbing paper it will be a lot easier. But I was told there was a group that met here after the Civil War. And you can see all these rocks around here. It looks like a good spot to have campfires and get-togethers for the soldiers after the war. This whole side here has writing on it. Indecipherable though, without rubbing paper. Nice quiet area back here. It looks like a swamp. I don't know if it was like that back then. Probably was. A lot of scratching, scribblings in that top rock up there. The only one I can clearly see is 1889. There might be some initials and names and dates scribed in the back. I'm not sure. But we are going to try to get some rubbing paper up here. Here's 1896 and some writing, which we can't make out. A lot of writing on this side here, and even up the top there. A lot of moss came growing on top of it. It's hard to read there. This date here looks like 1849. So that would definitely be before the Civil War. April 26th, and it's hard to read what the year might be, but it looks like names right here. I could see BS right there, and up here looks like 1871, and there's an overall view of what's known as the Civil War Rock in Scott Township. We're walking back in today with a group of researchers. We're going to do some stone rubbings on this rock. We're getting some more views of these letters. The sun's at a different angle, but we're still going to have to use the rubbing because it's difficult. This here now,
27.
President Davis, it says right here.
Right. Okay, where are you seeing President?
President right there with the P,
Yeah,
and Davis right there.
and above it, what is it? C?
C, it looks like CSC. It could, well, it looks like a C.
Like an old.
And then EXCHEQUER, whatever that word is, right there. I'm zooming in on it right now. Whatever that might, but we could clearly see President Davis, which would be Jefferson Davis from the Confederate States. 1914, where he's shining a light there. Okay, so that's, yeah.
COLN, Colony?
Lincoln. That's Lincoln. Lincoln right there. Where we have the light on Lincoln.
Well, you've got Davis and Lincoln.
We have Davis and Lincoln here on the same
that
side of the
and
stone.
up above that, on the middle stone, it says Day.
Davis. Davis,
okay.
that's Davis.
Davis, okay.
President Davis right here.
But what's above it over?
That funny word there, EXCHEQUER. Whatever they mean by that, I don't know.
An R or a P at the end.
R or P.
Exchequer. This word.
Okay,
and what does that mean?
A royal or national treasury.
Okay, this is TRES. I can't make that out there, but just some more letters here as we go at an angle with the light. We could see them.
Okay, don't move your light.
I was told this stone, not only people gathered here after the Civil War, but after the Revolutionary War. A guy from Scott Township in his 80s told me that today. He said this dates back way before the Civil War to the Rev War. So some of these signatures and writings could be from back then. Definitely President Davis. An exchequer, that word.
So if they were...
Now that says President
So you got
Grant?
President
Yes, it
Grant, you
does.
got Lincoln,
Grant is
and you
right
got
here,
Washington.
G-R-A-N-T.
Okay.
So all these guys were just writing these presidents' names on this.
That's
rock.
what it looks like, yeah.
President Grant. So Grant would have been
Right
Grant
after
was
the
what-
war.
Right after.
Yeah.
after the war. Yeah, Johnson, and then I think it was Grant.
And they were in this area. I mean, they started here in the early.
Yeah, 1914 right there.
No, well, yes, you're right. You're right. It's 1914.
1914.
Yeah, you can see
And
the
this is
1914.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Yeah,
We'd have
president's
to
names and
Bucky about that.
we have
Well,
to.
you know,
Yeah, I see President Grant right
was
there.
waiting in Pennsylvania to be
Right into the stone.
exchanged. Decided area.
Well, if they say Scranton, you know that kind of includes all
Yeah,
of us.
well, he was Scranton, but I forget what town. Somebody's initials.
NE is a, yeah, it's an NE right there.
Maybe I'll go for
And then President Davis right down here.
Almost looks like NE and then a dash.
It
maybe a
does.
dot or
It
something.
is. Yeah, there's definitely a dash. I can see that from here. And then President Davis, that's easy enough to see. I mean, that's really easy to see.
CSC.
It looks like CSC. And I thought it was CSA, right? Confederate States of America.
America. That's
yeah,
that's
it
what
looks
I
like a
was
C, though.
thinking.
That would make a little sense. It's like a P.
I think
from
it is
here
a
with
P
the
there,
light.
yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
it's a P.
Yeah, definitely
It's
a P.
CP at the end.
That's all pertaining to President Davis on this slab of stone, it looks like.
The Confederate States. Of
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. You can see that word president right there.
Let's see if we can get Lincoln.
And then Lincoln right there, yeah.
Well, I'm not sure because this out everybody.
Yeah,
I know, we
yep,
get
we've
crazy,
got a
don't we?
flag
Don't
right
we get
there
crazy?
carved
And then you
into
go
the rock.
home and you go, what was the picture? This picture of?
No. An L. Oh yeah,
And
look
then
right there.
PENNA.
Pennsylvania, yeah. Is that a
Pennsylvania.
regiment?
Yep.
Wow.
And there's something. There was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some letters
PR.
in there. PR.
Could be guys that served in it too.
Bart, is that Bart, it says?
It's a whole. There's more.
Oh,
to it.
okay.
me a flash drive with
It's
all
BARI.
the Pennsylvania history books from
Them are indexed.
There's
in
that
the
1849
back?
again.
I just go through the
You
index.
can clearly see that it's a 4, it's a 1849, no question at all. And I was told by someone just today that this predates the Civil War. Probably Civil War guys here too, but this guy told me it was an encampment here, a Rev War encampment. So maybe these guys were from way, way back. And that's USA, and it looks like a Y. It is a Y at the end. It's definitely a Y.
Die off. and-
Because like I said, we knew about this.
I don't know what
but
that would
nobody
mean.
Said nothing like where
USAY.
exactly it was.
I think somebody's nickname.
That's April 26th.
A lot of guys, they put their
But we
nicknames
can't figure out
on.
what the, there's another date there.
1860 something.
1860, go at different angles on that. I can't figure, it's definitely a 6, I think. 1860 something, we can't make.
1862 maybe.
Yeah, it could be a 2 with a curl on it, yeah.
What the heck it is.
That could be 1862.
Well, see, whatever different light.
Oh yeah, it does look like
ILLNOIS.
INIS. It's Illinois, yeah. 18, is that 1862 or 3? Is that a 2 or a 3?
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's tough.
probably a 2. It
It
looks
has
like
a
there's
curl
some
on it, yes.
fancy
It
stuff
looks like it's a
on it.
fancy two.
A fancy 2 with a curl on the end of it, yes.
Well, they were noted for their cursive.
Yes, and that's
Yeah,
sort of like
that's
cursive
true.
writing there,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, look at that, yep.
It's possible. The Washington,
Washington, D.C. can be
but
seen
I'm
real
not
easy.
sure. But you know, there was a group that did have, they wore patches on their uniforms or on their hats.
Another flag. Look at that flag. That has the stars in it.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool flag.
Look at the stars carved into that one.
That's a nice one.
That flag again with the stars in it. And there's 1875 right here. Yeah, there's something
This,
above. It's.
but I guess maybe it's part of
And
the
what is this name? C-H...
A-L-R-A-L.
C-H... I can't read it.
C-H-N?
It looks like an N, yes, but I don't know what it would be.
General?
A-L.
General.
Yeah.
General,
General.
okay.
G-E-N-E-R-A-L, yeah.
That's a
Oh,
general.
okay, general, right? This word
Now,
here
what
is
can we
general.
find underneath?
Which
In
general?
1875, so does that pertain to that general, whoever that was? Illinois, I think we said that was
Yeah,
Illinois.
that's
Yeah.
Illinois.
So maybe they...
Born in...
Born April
April.
26th.
And we can't figure out what that, the year is. It looks like letters and not
Oh,
numbers.
you know what?
Something. This is AGO, like years ago.
Ago.
Oh.
This is right here.
26.
Oh, he was born in...
AGO.
Yes.
26.
Yeah, what does it say there?
He doesn't
I
have
mean,
a date.
I want to say years, but I don't know what that.
He just might be...
Very hard to tell.
You can't. It doesn't. No. It looks like a. It looks like a S-I-K.
September.
S-E-T.
C-P-T. Oh, yeah. Is there,
I don't know, September.
oh, there's M-O,
S.
and right here,
Well, that was the,
Looks like. What's the top? Founder. No.
no, I don't know what that would
okay,
be.
Oh,
the
you-
bottom word is September.
M-O-S-H, I don't know.
H-E-V.
Yeah, it looks like a V. Yeah, it looks like M-O-S-H-E-V. It does. I
Oh,
don't know
there's
what.
another letter behind it. At the end of the V, there's another one. See? There's a something.
Yeah.
M-A-N.
Yeah, M-A.
It is, yeah, maybe 1871 right there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. September 1870.
We're going to be looking into the history of this. There's two people up here we're going to interview. They're in their 80s, and they claim they know something about it, so we're going to see what they have to say. September
what was
2nd,
going on in 1871.
18
Well,
it's
there
a
might be a number after that. right
Yeah.
here.
Well, even, but I'm just thinking September because I was thinking like they did have the big bicentennials, but those wasn't it?
That's the word, it looks like Croombs, C-R-O-M-B-S. Now, what does that say up top? Is that D-I-S-T right there where your light is? It looks like D-I...
District.
District.
Yeah,
District.
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 Okay,
Of-
district.
Looks like an of.
Oh, of.
Yeah.
It might be
Of
above, yeah.
what?
Is there Columbia under here?
No, there's a word over here where his light.
District of, and we can't read out what that is there. We tried the paper. I was going to film the rubbings, but there's too many natural striations in the rock, so we
I don't
can't
know
get
what
the...
this is. P-E-N-N.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You know, here's another something here.
That district
Date.
of is bugging me. I don't know.
Oh no, it's not. It's part of the
That's
What is this? That's part of that. What we were trying to figure out before.
the C-R-O-M-A-S.
C-R-O-M-B-S.
M-B-S.
B-S, that's C-R-O-M-B-S.
R-E.
Esther.
And there's another letter here. And
So that would be
He
Eastern.
didn't go to school. He went to the army.
District of Eastern Pennsylvania.
Because you could have had it Pennsylvania could have been divided up way back.
It probably
He-
was because the way they even gave the land away, like
Yeah.
you know, they just
1813,
maybe
would
it's
that be?
between those two dates that the
Yeah. Would that be 1813?
could be. It could be. Yeah. Looks more like a
Looks-
3 at the end. But
It does. It's a 3. It's not an 8. It's
Yeah.
1813. Okay.
two from the light.
Maybe it's not an 8. Maybe it's... Yeah, it could be a 9.
1913.
1913,
But what
okay.
would be in 1913?
J-U-N. The U is
Yeah,
gone.
I see it.
June.
Yeah.
And then the rest
June,
of the
so it's
date
in
is
June.
Oh,
like-
you're
Maybe
good.
14.
Yeah.
He's good. I have to say, he's good.
Oh, he's hired. Yeah.
Yeah, he's hired. Yeah, definitely. Just from the church when they
What
moved
does
from
it
the
look
old
like?
church to the new church, they had them in the garbage.
The U
I
may be
stole
somewhat in
them
there. I
all.
think
I
they
got-
skipped it.
But I got boxes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the E is right here, like they skipped
That
this
should
spot.
go someplace.
June, okay.
E,
Well, that's what I.
No. What they
June 14,
the people in
1913.
church
Okay,
collections
so we
were
made that
from,
out.
right.
Some kind of Pennsylvania
And
regiment or
so
something.
When I came in, I was like,
Dead or
So
have
our crew
Alzheimer's.
here is David
They're all
well,
gone.
then,
and myself,
And so it's gotta start
Kecklocks,
fresh, but
and Suzanne Urton
the
and
last
Patty Dennis.
president
Patty's the president of the Scott Historical Society, and
Not yet.
Suzanne's with the Green Dreher, and also a very good historian on Civil War groups. Brooke, it says there, and there's that 1889, it looks like. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. That's part of the film, it'll be on there. But yeah, there's a lot of writing up there. But unfortunately, our paper that we have is not going to work because there's striations in the rock. Right in here, I see an OR.
EOR, I think.
EOR, yeah.
Kinda looks like, I don't know what it is.
Is that a G before it?
An L.
L.
L-I or L.
L-E-O-R. Okay, it could be L-E-O-R. I see a date, 1870. Is that 75? It could be 1875.
1870 something.
Yeah, 1870 something here. Oh, did you hit something?
Well, it says the battery's low. That's why I'm not.
Looks like
What's
L-E-O-R.
the beginning of that?
And 1875 maybe. It's old.
Yeah, there is something else here.
Yeah, it's hard to read it.
Like an E maybe? Might be an E.
Yeah, it might be. E-L-E-O-R.
Taylor.
E-L-E.
That's who owned this. No, Mustaski's owned this property. I think. Mustaski from L or R.
That's 1875, I think, right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that date.
L-O-R.
L-O-R, yeah. E-L-E-O-R. Isn't that E-L-E-O-R?
It's kind of... It kind of feels like an E.
E-L-E-O-R. Yeah, whatever that is.
E-O-R.
A penny or
Word president right there.
Because why would they all these stones be here? And you know, when even a battalion of guys are together, you'd think they would all like want a space.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like this was really, if this.
Is that saying American on that?
You're talking about right here?
Yeah,
Uh,
that word
No,
there.
there's a lot of abbreviations.
Up
in
top
there.
it says Grant. Does it say President Grant up on the
Yeah.
top?
President Grant is the top.
Yeah. And
I
then
don't know what the.
on the middle is President Davis on this one here. And
Yeah.
down the bottom here is President
Second
Lincoln.
one is
This
US.
says President Lincoln.
Is it a UC or UE?
yeah, it's...
Hard to say.
Because it looks like an E.
And 1914 right there.
Yep.
As the sun is changing here, it's getting a little easier to read. But I can't read that first word.
That's UCP. It's an abbreviation.
Well, that has a highlight too.
Yes,
Whatever it
these
is.
all have highlight. They're highlighted with parentheses. Now this says President Lincoln, and it's highlighted there with a parentheses. All of them. President Davies highlighted with that. Yeah, there's a bracket there. Okay, that word there, and UCP with the bracket. You can easily see President Grant now up top, and then that UCP.
This will try.
UPP, I think,
It
or
looks
URP.
like Yeah, okay.
That looks like CID.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Maybe an E.
That kind of looks like an E.
Side.
And then it looks like an N-A-M.
C-I-D-E, and then what's that? N-A-M?
Looks like an N-A-M-E.
Side name.
Some
Side name.
UCP.
UCP. Side
with
name.
periods on each.
What does that
And then
mean?
that's a right bracket there.
Yeah.
That's odd.
this is
That's
really
And then underneath it now, what does that say? I see a 15.
This is a date.
Yes.
so you got
15-16, comma 27, comma 1941. I think.
1914.
Or 14.
Yeah, it's 14, yeah. What does that say over
D-E-H-C-T?
President Lincoln?
D-E-L, D-E-H.
Yeah, it's hard to read it.
Or an S. I see an S.
Yeah.
T-E-C-T-I-V. And then there's nothing after that.
It does look like detective. Yeah, there's brackets on each side of these words.
Separate.
President Lincoln has a bracket on each side.
And other places that have.
It's like detective or something.
Yeah. President Lincoln, and above it,
Well, you know, when he
President
died,
Davis,
there was so
and then
much,
President Grant.
Crazy. I don't know.
You could see the writing real easy on this side now.
Scranton or not.
Lincoln's train? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness.
this. I think we're gonna.
Middle Rock now has the President Davis, but it has CS, Confederate States. But what is that after that? Is that C? It looks like CCP. Or CEP, is that an E in the middle?
It looks like an E kind of.
A small E.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Exchequer, that would be like royalty or something.
CSC.
Real easy. President Grant on this side here. The sun is really to our advantage right now. And President Davis here. And then that word on top of President Lincoln, could that be detective? It's very hard to decipher. But they put brackets on each name there, on each side of the name there, to separate it from other names or whatever. I don't know why. Yeah, it looks like side nom, that one word there, but I don't know what that would mean. Gotta be
Your
side.
last name.
And then UCP with periods, and then the bracket.
CEP or U.
Because I dug my hole, but I
Is there a C?
couldn't find it.
And that word does look like detective there, right over President Lincoln. I don't know. It's very, very difficult. That's a good question. Could that be CEP?
That looks more like an E than the other one, though. You see how the C was with the little curl? This one here looks more like an E. What do you think? But then again, if you look at every...
Exchequer.
That's a word.
That deals with royalty, right? Yeah.
Well, it deals with Parliament, the British
Parliament.
Well, all the people that settled in this area,
Yeah.
like the Taylor family, all my family was from England.
Okay. Oh. It looks like March 15, 16, and 27, 1914.
Okay.
President Grant and
Does
U.S.
look like March.
Yeah, it's really showing up nice with the way the sun is. Yeah, the flag right there. Not as good as the other one. This one's fading away a little bit. And that word right above it, PR, it's hard to read. Another flag there. Could that be an S?
Looks like an S maybe.
Yeah,
it does.
right next to the flag.
Well, there might be words behind the S. Where she rubbed it further over. Yeah, and on this side. See, that looks like.
USA maybe?
No.
Between the
Yes, yes, that's a U right here, isn't it? Yeah, that's a U. Right there.
That
U.
might be the top of the A right
It
there.
is. I think it's USA. Yes. Yeah, more initials, letters over there.
The
They're very hard to
treasure
see.
is below.
Yes.
And that's really well.
We're looking at this now. Born April 25th, and it looks like Chicago.
You might not know when he was born.
That as the sun is
I mean,
shining
that's very
differently,
possible.
we're seeing this.
A
It's
lot of these
Chicago.
people, you read
It said born April 25th, Chicago, Illinois. And 18, what does that look like now?
I have to get my flashlight out of
18, it looks like a 60,
he was born in 1860.
That's really hard to tell. 18.
yeah, so he didn't fight in the war if he was
No.
born then. It looks like 1860, it's hard to see what that last letter is, that number.
Might not be a 6.
2 or 3, something like that.
Or a 2, I thought we thought before on the other, it looked like a 2. But it's hard to say now. But that's it, in Chicago, Illinois. So he was not a veteran. There's that C with that curly
Yeah.
thing on top there. Some kind of an emblem there. And Washington, D.C.
Well, what's Washington?
Yeah, that's Washington, D.C. Now, there's no names above that Washington, D.C. that we could read anyway. It looks like they're...
Even
It's
the
wearing
symbol,
out.
the diamond symbol, doesn't.
Yes, what is that
Yeah.
diamond symbol?
Well, as I said, it could be a Corps badge.
Yeah, and is that Crums? C-R-O-M-B-S, Crums.
Yeah.
Maybe that's him, the guy who was born in Illinois.
is.
That
C-R-O-M-B-S.
makes more sense.
And the June there, yeah,
June 14, 1913.
yeah. Also someone who wasn't a Civil War vet.
Well, he might have been like a son of one of the vets or something.
Yeah. Well, okay, that Crooms, that date
possible.
it might be for him there. Who's this date here? Born in Illinois. Is there a name to put with that? There's a nice flag over there. He put a nice flag.
Yeah.
Is that, yeah, there's a name right there.
Here comes a truck.
There's a name right there. What does that name say?
I don't know if that's related to this.
That looks
Yeah.
like it was hardly,
Because that has a
And there's
different. That has
1876.
that
6.
like just a light
Or 5, yeah,
engrave.
1875 there,
Like
yeah.
these are regular, like you can
Yeah.
see the engrave. That looks like somebody just had a knife and was playing around.
It's possible some of these were vets, some of these were not vets. They were down here, born during the war. That one guy, 1860, whatever it is, that was born during the war. Now, is that William? No, that's Illinois. Okay, that's Illinois right
Let's see
there.
where he went.
Yeah, disappeared.
Road go just down to the building. Is there more after
I
that?
didn't go past there. I just
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
just
stopped
curious.
in front of the building.
Oh.
What makes you, other than the tin cans,
yes. We're on our way out from the rock now. We'll have to come back another time when the sun's in a different angle.
cemeteries, you think